but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Come on, let's flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Following the interception, Winston. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now Jameis on second down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. He's got Evans. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Jameis Winston and Mike Evans came into the league 1 year apart. They're going to continue to grow together. How about their first connection in this game?
Yeah, in the first 2 seasons for Mike Evans, both over 1,000 yards. What a way to start an NFL career. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Second down, Winston. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Joe McCoy is one of the top defensive tackles in the league. Always a threat to go to the Pro Bowl, especially because of his pass rushing ability.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They come out here in the eye. Now they try the right side here. Down right around the 25. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, partner, keep adding up the yardage. My man is off to a big-time start in this one.
Oh, yeah, you know, when these guys get a first-quarter run like that, they're thinking, all right, now I'm going to get a second, third, and fourth-quarter run like that, correct?
Have you ever seen a guy have a run like that and feel good about himself and then tap out and want to come out of the game?
No.
No, he wants the ball some more, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. From back at the 3 now. This is third and goal.
Let's go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Aguayo able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Winston from the gun on third down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he motions the wide receiver. A first down throw for Winston. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Fresh set of downs here.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Flip it. Kill. Ready. Blue ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Flip.
A second down throw for Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
They'll throw again. Winston finding time. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
Here is Martin on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Aguayo's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. They come out here in the eye. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A minute 57 to go in this first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. This is taken at the 18. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
2nd down, Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
They'll come out in the pistol. The slot man in motion right. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now Evans in motion left. Now a second down throw for Winston. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eli Harold coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 3rd and long for Winston. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go!
They'll run the option left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So what's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show. I guess we're ready for the 3rd quarter. Let's go. This one taken just inside the 10. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A gain of 32 that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll run it on the toss. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. Winston to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Ohio! Here we go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Ohio! Check three! Come on, let's go! Ohio! Check 26!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Flex round! Here we go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Winston now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Alert 3. Sonic. Kill. Banjo.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On play action, Winston. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Let's go. White, 90.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Flex round. Flex round.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And that takes us from second to third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Flex round.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
First down throw for Winston. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Well, they'll get 16 yards there, and that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. And quickly they get to the line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Winston, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On third down, Winston. And that is incomplete. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down.
Here we go. Flex round.
They're going to look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
We got three. Come on, let's go. Flex round.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Second down following the run. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Slot man moves right. Now Jameis on second down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Third down, it's Doug Martin. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Their big-bodied receiver, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. And they will line up now for the two-point try. They'll try and throw for it. His pass caught at the 4. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off, as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out here in the eye. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now the offense in that middle ground here on third down. 3rd and 5. Winston from the gun on third down. Fighting through. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? That doesn't really matter. Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. 3rd down here.
As a general rule, when you take a deep shot downfield, it's usually a timing pattern. Quarterback in the pocket and looking to hit his receiver downfield. But when he has to move outside of it, timing off and gets thrown off. And on that play, that caused the incompletion.
Dancing to his left. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll go on the ground. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And Aguayo's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 18 on that one. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And they'll run it here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
On 3rd down, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. And some room to roam now. There he goes left side. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Check 26, check 26.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Buccaneers, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon.